Feminine energy is one of the most cringe phrases I've heard in my life. And anytime I see women give advice about how to be more feminine or step into your feminine, it's always like the same kind of advice you would give a child. Like, oh, don't swear, don't ever get angry. And the core aim of it is usually to attract some kind of masculine man.
I do agree with that. And even though we're going to be talking about feminine energy today, I don't want to talk about it from an angle of what to do, what not to do, and how to be more feminine. Because you being a woman makes you feminine. Nothing you do can become suddenly very masculine or ew, yucky, gross. No, because you're a woman at your core. In essence, you're capable of creating life. You have a womb that makes you a beautiful goddess, regardless of what you do. Even if you do something that would be subjectively considered masculine, just the fact that you did it makes it feminine now because a woman is the one doing it. And another thing that I disagree with when it comes to all the feminine energy content online is that they keep saying, oh, feminine energy is not about your looks. Feminine energy is about your personality and your energy, your aura. No, that's not true. If you have long hair, you look pretty to some extent, you look like you put effort in your looks, you're soft, you have perfume on, that's more than enough. That's it. You are feminine, and therefore, no matter what you do, it's gonna be now converted into a feminine thing. You are not a man, and you don't have to learn to become a woman because you already are. If you identify as a straight woman, you already are feminine. And that's not the angle I'm gonna be talking from in this video.
Let me wake you up from this pipe dream. If a man falls for you because you do all of these things, he does not like you because you are more feminine than other women. He likes you because you're easy to manipulate, because all of these things are telling you to be incredibly complacent, never be angry, never hold him accountable. If a man cheats on you, what's the feminine way to handle that? Are you going to just sit there and cry and sulk? Because me personally, I'm going to yell at him. I'm going to scream at him because that is disgusting behavior and he should be held accountable.
Yes, that is true. Another thing I want to talk about is that if someone is treating you in a way where they're not considering that you're a soft, beautiful, feminine lady, they, for example, like she said, cheated on you or they treated you poorly, that cancels out your obligation to be feminine. You are allowed to be fiery, to be actually very upset and to let it show. Because in fact, I'm not saying you should be revengeful, but revenge is a feminine trait. It's something that women can do even better than men. So don't feel like oppressed and obliged to stay feminine in your little shell when you are getting abused. That's not what I'm talking about here. Of course, if you are getting attacked or if something bad is happening, you should be able to defend yourself in the most aggressive way. That will make you a very strong, a very attractive, a very beautiful, fiery woman that is not boring. And another thing about feminine energy type of content online is that they're always comparing to other women. And that's something I just don't like. It rubs me the wrong way. Why do you have to want to be better or more feminine than everyone else? Why do you have to compare?
We'll never meet another girl like me again, I can promise you that.
You seem very sure of yourself.
Yes, because understand, there's no other girl in the world quite as perfect as me.
Well, while the girl in this short clip looks beautiful and ravishingly gorgeous, I have nothing against her personally, but I have a big problem with the audio that she used, the voice, the sound that she used, because it's all about other girls. I'm perfect. I'm better than other girls. Why? This is not the definition of feminine energy. It's literally not. And that's why I'm making this video today, to set the record straight and to talk about feminine energy and what it truly is. Because like I said, there's just a lot being thrown online now about how to be feminine, and people don't even know anymore what it gives them, why it benefits them to be feminine. What does it do? But they still want it somehow, and they're not sure how to be that person, and it's just a big mess.
One of the most powerful things that you can possess as a woman is the ability to walk away from any person, any situation, any job, any relationship, because you know that you are way too good than anything else that's going on around you. This is a self-love thing. This is a self-power thing. This is you saying, you know what? With or without this situation in my life, I'm good. With or without this person in my life, I'm going to be okay. I don't need you to be happy. I can be happy on my own. I don't need this job to make me. I can be good on my own. I don't need this other person to bring me anything in my life that I can't give to myself. I'm not going to put up with your bullshit because I know that I can go and find better elsewhere. It is the trap of thinking that if I leave this person, if I leave this situation, I'm not going to find better elsewhere. And that's what keeps us in a circle of toxicity, whether it be work, relationships, whatever it may be. When you truly cultivate the power of knowing that you can walk away from any situation and that you will find better, that's when your whole life's going to change.
While this is a beautiful speech and while I agree with it, to some extent, I don't think that this is the definition of feminine energy. And I found online many videos that talk about the same things and makes the same points to describe how feminine energy is simply just being more positive or more optimistic when it comes to life, or just more confident, meaning believing that you can find better if you walk away from a bad situation. While these are good qualities to have in order to succeed in life and in order to, like I said, be more confident, more optimistic, positive, which will in return attract beautiful things into your life, I don't think that this is truly what feminine energy is about. And the way that I view true feminine energy is in a way where it doesn't chase, it pulls. It's quiet, graceful, and magnetic. A woman who is in that energy doesn't beg to be seen. She allows herself to be felt. Her eyes do most of the work. Soft, knowing, a little dangerous. She looks at a man that she chose. Then she looks away. She makes him choose her, and she makes him believe that it was his idea all along to go after her. And suddenly, he's the one wondering why he can't stop thinking about her. But when that softness meets intelligence, everything changes. Now she isn't just alluring. She's powerful. She knows the effect she has. She knows when to hold back, when to lean in, and when to make him believe he chose her, even if she set the entire stage. Now let's talk about Kate Middleton as a perfect example of feminine energy. There is no confirmed evidence that Kate Middleton planned to meet and marry Prince William in a manipulative or strategic way. Though it is true, she did make choices that put her in proximity to him. And many observers have noted that those choices were likely intentional to some extent. For example, they met at St. Andrews University in Scotland, where both studied art history. Kate reportedly changed her university choice after William announced he would attend there. This has led to speculation that she may have chosen St. Andrews with that in mind. Now, I'm not saying that Kate actually planned and orchestrated everything, orchestrated becoming the mother of the next heir of the United Kingdom. But what I'm saying right now is imagine how much feminine energy such a woman would have. Imagine if you were the type of woman that confidently selects a man that will end up choosing you before he even knows that you exist. And you walk towards him with confidence because you know what you're capable of. Now, that is feminine energy. It is my opinion of what feminine energy is. And I know it can be very romantic or even far-fetched for some people. And that's okay. But for me, this is what feminine energy is because it can be powerful. And when you can actually embody that type of energy with other tools in hand and with enough intelligence and some good luck, you can end up ruling the world as a woman if you have the right dose of feminine energy. So it is not really about, oh, stop being loud, don't say swear words, do this, do that. That is a tacky and cheap definition of feminine energy in my book, at least. And if you are a woman that is dating strategically and actively for marriage and to hopefully meet a potential husband and ideal match, don't forget to join my community. You will find the link for it in the description box under this video, and I will see you there.